It's round 3, and in this round, our experts will answer 2 questions, this time for $5 apiece. And while they're thinking, the other experts will bet on whether they know the answer or not. And if they guess right, they'll make just as much money as the expert who's answering. All right, let's start with Brian. Brian, you're the player with the lowest score. Your category is Tintin. I will now ask you your first question in round 3. Brian, what are the first and last names of the Egyptologist in Cigars of the Pharaoh? What are the first and last names of the Egyptologist in Cigars of the Pharaoh? What's his first and last name, basically?
I have no idea how to...
Is that one Egyptologist?
One Egyptologist.
Okay.
Guys, you think you have a beat on whether or not he knows this?
Oh,
You don't have to tell me if he does now. I'm just wondering if you do.
right.
Yeah. All right.
What was that position?
Egyptologist.
Yeah.
Let me think back on my Egyptology.
I studied that.
All right, good. Well, it's a big part of KISS. Brian, do you have an answer?
Sophocles' sarcophagus?
That's right. You got it right.
Wow.
Let's see, guys. What did you think? Do you think he'd get it right or wrong? You said he'd get it right. Christian, you said he'd get it wrong. $5 for Tony, $5 for Brian, and we move on to Tony.
Thank you.
Tony, ye of a lot of faith. Question 1 for you. What is the title of Lois Lane's Pulitzer Prize-winning article in Superman Returns? What is the title of Lois Lane's Pulitzer Prize-winning article in Superman Returns? Christian, now you get a chance to see if he knows the answer. What do you think, fellas? You looking at him, or you have an answer for me, Tony?
That was Kate Bosworth. I just remember.
There you go. Don't give anything away to your opponent.
Why the world does not need Superman.
Why the world doesn't need Superman, I'm afraid, does not need Superman. The article was titled "Why the World Doesn't Need Superman." We have to be specific. This is the experts, gentlemen. Christian and Brian both thought you'd get it right. No harm,
Thank you,
no
guys.
foul.
Sorry.
Nobody gets money. Even if you had gotten it right, it wouldn't have helped that much.
Contractions always
We
mess
move
me
now
up,
to you, Christian.
Okay.
We're tough. Your contractions are tough. The category.
I'm a Korean dude. You don't even get English.
By the way,
skip.
I'm impressed that you got even that. So, and that is unbelievable. Christian, the category is KISS. Here's your question. When the band reunited in 1996, at what annual SoCal event did they have their first public performance? The band reunited in 1996. There's an annual event in Southern California at which they had their first public performance. Brian and Tony thinking about whether or not you know the answer. They see you as a prepared KISS fan, but this is a tough question.
The very first, okay, at an annual California event. That was the K-Rock Weenie Roast.
You got it right. The Weenie Roast of K-Rock. Tony, do you think he'd get it right? You thought he'd get it right. So did Brian. Everybody gets $5. And we move on. We're back to you, Brian. The category, as you know, Tintin. Here is your question. In King Otakar's scepter, who is the sigillographer, and what is a sigillographer?
What language is this?
I also studied that.
We move from Egyptology.
Yeah, it was. It was double majoring.
I don't know what's going on here.
Between Egyptology and sigillography. It's a great double
I was
major.
like, what am I ever going to do with this?
And still you haven't heard of Tintin. It's amazing.
It doesn't make sense.
Tony, you're ready, and you're ready too, Christian. So, Brian, why don't you give us the answer?
The sigillographer is Hector Alembic, and sigillography is the study of seals, to seal things, not seal.
Can you do your seal imitation? Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
not those.
That is, of course, right. Gentlemen, what do you think? Did he know it? He'd know it. Everybody gets $5. Look at that. These folks are experts. That's why we call the show The Experts. We move now to you, Tony. This is your second question and last question of round 3 in the category Superman movies. In Superman Returns, when Lex says, "This ordinary crystal is a seed and all it needs is water," Kitty Kowalski replies that it's just like what creatures that often have been seen in the pages of Superman comic books. Just like what creatures that have often been seen in the pages of Superman comic books? As you think. In Superman Returns, when Lex says this ordinary crystal is a seed and all it needs is water, Kitty Kowalski replies that it's just like what creatures that have often been seen in the pages of Superman comic books? Are you ready with your answer?
I'm
Gentlemen,
ready.
you think you have a beat on Tony? Let's hear.
Sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys is right. Let's see. Monkeys. It's just easy. Just say right, right, right. You guys all get $5, and we move to the final question of round 3. This one comes to you, Christian. You got it right. We know. You got your $5.
I want my $5.
The accountants have recorded it. This is a chance to get 5 more for you, Christian. After Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, who had the 3rd longest continuous run as a member of KISS? After Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, who had the 3rd longest continuous run as a member of KISS? Remember, he's the guy who thought that there were only ever 9 members of KISS. You forgot Tommy? That might be part of your calculation here, guys. Are you ready with your answer, Christian?
Yes.
Let's hear.
Bruce Kulick.
Bruce Kulick is correct. Guys, right, $5 for everyone.
I'm just leaving on right.
Just leave them on right. This is a very, very close and very good game.
Click here for the next round.
Can you do your seal imitation?